Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the zoo. The minions with me this evening are Tyr,
What up?
Jen.
Hello.
We should be getting joined by Adam at some point, though he hasn't popped in yet. And traveling exhibit call.
Hello.
Also, quick question because two of you have been on earlier shows this week. Did one of the shows just not happen, or did someone fuck up numbers again?
I think somebody fucked up numbers.
We were talking about that last week. Somebody was
Because-
fucking up numbers.
Yeah. Last week, someone fucked up numbers. This week, it looks like either a stream didn't happen, or a stream did happen, but then someone didn't realize that it did because it got or pulled off.
Well, I know I was 50, so Kefki was 49. I'm 50, so Hellcat should have been 51. Sanguine, the Wendy show should have been 52, and it should be 53.
It shouldn't be Mr. Hammer, but it wouldn't hurt to check with him anyway. He's had issues with his shoulder, and we haven't done anything on we're not doing anything on Rumble for the next month because
It was Hellcat that fucked it up. Hellcat should have been 50.
51.
Yeah, Hellcat should have been 51. But he was 52, and then you should be 53
Yes.
because Hellcat's 51. With the Wendy show is 52. You're 53.
Yep.
So it was Hellcat that fucked it up this time.
Yep. It happens. Where there's a lot of streams, it happens.
But now we know who to yell at.
Yep.
yeah, I don't want
it
to
ain't
throw
me.
Hammer under the bus either. It's just I know his stuff has been he's juggling a lot more this month.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Yeah. I mean, it's not like that we do it on purpose. I'm pretty sure it's not done on purpose. I'm pretty sure what happened with Johnny was Johnny originally had, all right, I know I'm either 51 or 52. And if I'm 52, I can always just go replace it. It's not like it's a hard fix. We know where the fuck up is and how
Yep.
we can fix it.
It could be
in
easy.
post.
It's an easy fix.
But
I mean,
how
they
are
like-
all you doing tonight, other than that small little bit? I was just curious. Did someone
Cold.
skip a stream and
We're
I
all
didn't
cold
notice?
here. I was gonna
Well-
stream earlier tonight, but I'm not sure what I'm trying to do right now.
Tears cold with the warmest weather.
I have
I'm
3
cold in
degrees,
general.
so
You have the warmest weather, I think.
Out of all of them?
It's 19 degrees.
I don't know. Let's check on that one. Let me.
I'm closer to negative 19 than 19.
I am 9 Fs. Yeah, that's how many Fs I have to give tonight. 9.
You say you only got 9 Fs.
you have 9 fucks. You have
Yep.
9 fucks to give.
Yep.
I've
I
got
mean,
9
it's better than minus 13 Cs, you know?
At least we have
Mine is
freedom units
13
here.
cunts. God.
Jesus. We use freedom units here.
Yes, we.
Wouldn't a
we got-
negative cunt just be a dick?
Yeah.
Well, no.
a
When you're
a negative
minus
cut would
19,
be a politician.
no. When you're minus 19 cunts, it's that's just an ass.
No, a negative cunt is a Democrat politician.
No, it should be a dick because it's the innie. So if you do a negative times a negative, which is what? A negative, like, negative 1 would be positive 1. So a negative cunt should be a dick because it's negative times negative equals positive. So negative times any equals outie.
Well, let's ask one of
Okay.
those troons on Twitter.
All I know
It's
is
just
fucking
math.
cold and I don't care. It's evil.
I'm an asshole, not a monster. Leave me alone.
I'm a monster
Nice.
and an asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo.
Yo.
And there's that one guy sitting there that has no idea what he's doing. You ever notice that? When they're doing the whole, yo,
Mm-hmm.
And there's like one guy with his hand not raised.
Because he was an asshole.
His last name's not asshole. I wonder what his last name is.
Mm-hmm.
His name, he got it from his father, Philip Asshole.
Mm-hmm.
It's Midge and Gary. According to South Park, it's Midge and Gary. You know,
Or as
Midge and then Gary's an asshole.
Or as the Scottish like to say, the clunge.
The clunge.
Yes,
Yep, that's a Scottish word for vagina.
Oh.
Or Scottish slang.
I just like pissing cunt.
You like
the
to
one
do
that
what?
I
Or
always
what?
find amusing is fanny means two very different things, depending on
Fanny-cratic.
where you are. Because fanny can mean pussy, or fanny can mean ass.
Yep. I posted on Twitter yesterday. I said there's like 1,000 euphemisms for masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, some of them are really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Making the bald man cry.
Pounding the porpoise.
Coming up with a gripping plot twist.
Oh God. Spanking the
Shucking
monkey.
corn. Or Robin Williams, not Robin Williams, George Carlin once said waxing the carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Today I decided
Spanking the monkey.
I decided today that Subway needed a new sandwich flavor for Don Lemon. You know, he needs a Don Lemon meatball sandwich on white.
Ha!
Nice.
Nice. one,
Windsurfing
Jay,
on Mount
you are-
Baldy.
All right, so
You guys all heard about
when
him
I was in
getting
college.
the KKK charges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me explain the story really quick because it's an old story and it's really one of my favorite ones. So back when I was in college, right, there was this game called Black and White 2. And I had a laptop. And in it, you could raise a creature to Titanic size. It could be good or evil depending on what you did to it. So the original three creatures were a monkey, a tiger, and I believe some sort of a cow. I picked the monkey. So I'm in playing a game in college around my friends, and my best friend who knew I was doing, and you just hear because I was trying to make my monkey evil because it looked cooler when it was evil. And a friend of ours asked, like, "What the fuck are you doing over there?" And then in the serious tone, spanking my monkey. My best friend fucking dies.
Yep.
He starts laughing because he knows what I'm doing, and the way I said it, I'm saying it legitimately, like I'm spanking my monkey, not. And our friends all collectively turned to me again. He's over there laughing his fucking face off. He is dying.
I would be too.
And me and my, when I was young, I was a little serious, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is y'all doing? You asked me what the fuck I'm doing. I'm spanking my monkey. And then I realized what the fuck I said.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
And I paused.
Wait.
And I had to elaborate more. There's a creature on the game, which is a monkey. I'm trying to turn it evil, and they hear it's me slapping my monkey, me spanking my monkey because I wanted to be evil.
Mm-hmm.
And they goes, "We're watching you." What?
That could be a lot worse than what you just said.
Yeah, but that's why I tell this story because it honestly it was an innocent story. You know what I mean, spanking my monkey.
That is a game type, though, that I desperately wish would make a comeback.
The God game, yes.
Yep.
All right, Peter Molyneux honestly needs to shut his fucking mouth. I don't think he's still doing work, but when he first did Black and White, he started talking more, and then he did Black and White 2, which promised all this cool shit, and it didn't fucking deliver.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it was a
that's what
good
killed that
game. It just didn't live up to the hype that he had built around it.
Yeah, it really didn't. Like, oh, you could have all these civilizations, you could be all these people, you can interact more with the gods, you can build alliances, you can, befriend them. And when it came out, none of that was there. You were technically the only god in that game until the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the DLC, it's an evil god. So you couldn't be an evil god versus a good god. It just, he was already evil.
Mm-hmm.
Again, shut his fucking mouth. That will forever save him if he just shuts up.
Though one of my favorite of the God games was Populous 2.
Oh god, my grandmother loved Populous. She
Populous,
loved that game.
Yeah, Populous 1 really acquired taste. Populous 2 was everything that was good about Populous 1, but with graphics that didn't make your eyes want to bleed.
Well, you gotta remember, the original Populous was a Nintendo game.
Yep.
So the graphics were going to be ass.
Yep.
So,
which PSP ROM should I get?
get Populous. You know you want to. Go ahead. It's okay. We're not going to judge you.
What game?
Populous.
Never heard of it.
If you were listening to the conversation we just had, you would have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry I tuned out for a bit after he was talking about spanking his monkey.
Spanking my monkey. You know what? No, what another series
of
game that I wish would come back?
Which one?
Honestly, hear me out. I love the original Breath of Fire series.
Okay.
That was a good series.
And it angers me that it went to a mobile game. I think 5, the one on PS2, is way better than people give it credit for, and very innovative. Like, in order to progress that game, you had to lose. You had to start over, and with each start over, you got stronger. And the subsequent area that gave you shit, now fucking what didn't matter. And you learn more about the story with each start over, which I found interesting.
Ooh, I can get my favorite Castlevania game.
That's another series I wish they would go back to their roots.
Symphony. I'm not Symphony. Well, I love Symphony of the Night, but my second favorite Castlevania game is the one with Hector and Isaac.
You talking about I know you're talking about, but I can't call it right now.
Yeah.
See, the thing that drives me crazy is the game series that have continued. At a certain point, they looked at entirely different games that were successful, and they went, well, what if we did what they're doing to be successful? And they stopped being the games they were.
Yep.
Yeah, Dungeon Keeper,
or the issue with the current Call of Duty. Call of Duty used to be the grittier of the FPSs. And it was meant to give you a feel of, oh, yeah, war is shit. War is scary, but also being good at this did make you feel accomplished. That was what it was supposed to be. Now it has, do you want to watch Nicki Minaj do a wrestling move on a Spetsnaz?
I saw that. I was watching Badger do that, and I'm like, oh god, the cringe.
Yeah.
But see,
it's turned into a cringe fest. They're trying to be Fortnite. They're trying to be
that's
so
another
hard.
thing. You have to keep your identity, because that's the same problem that Saints Row ran into that one toward the 4th game. Granted, the 4th one was pretty good.
Oh, that's another series that I need to play is Saints Row.
Well,
No, you don't.
Saints Row, the original series, fantastic.
Yeah.
set of
I, ha-
the first
Yeah.
one
I have a
started
PS2
off.
emulator. I can play the old games.
Oh, good.
The first one started off the most serious of all of them,
Mm-hmm.
but
And
it
then it
was
found its
still
identity.
sillier than Grand Theft Auto was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it was the most GTA clone of the series, it still had its character, it had its charm. And the characters that they had in the game were good fucking characters
Yeah.
that
Then
you
it
actually
just kind of changed.
cared about. And then it got sillier as the series went on, but that worked because it kept the characters, which were the main draw from the first game. And it had always been a little bit sillier than GTA, so it leaning into the silliness fucking worked. And then they got rid of the irreverent humor in the newest one.
It made it Zoomers. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they just fucked
They're
up
not-
the entire game. Getting rid of even just minor amusing background things like
Mhm.
the car garages that you would go to.
rim jobs.
Rim jobs was the yeah,
Oh
so
my.
That
Oh,
was
freckle
that
bitches.
was out of line.
that was what they were named in Saints Row 1 through 4. And then they changed it in the new one.
Jim Robs.
Yep.
Jim Robs. That's
And then but you had freckle bitches.
Yep.
And then it became FBs.
Yep.
But see, the problem that killed that Saints Row is this elusive modern audience. All right,
made
in
for
that
the
game,
modern
you do not
audience.
feel like a gangster. You don't feel like a criminal. You feel like a college student. Like the whole fucking premise of the game is you're trying to pay off student loans.
You're a college student trying to be an activist in that game.
Pretty fucking much with guns. And
God.
another thing that pissed me off about that game is that honestly, you are technically your friends. You have no reason to be friends with these people. They give you no goddamn good reason why you're their friend.
Wasn't Saints
like-
Row about them like getting powers or something and
Well, that
In
was the
the
fourth
ri-
one.
would have abilities?
In original Saints Row, it's you've just joined a gang.
Yep.
And then almost immediately after you join the gang, there's a bit of a time skip. And the gang that you joined, which was the gang in the area, has started getting run into the ground.
Yeah,
So
like they
there's a
fell
shit
apart.
Ton
Well,
of other
segue.
gangs.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
wait a minute. What it was is you like Julie in the first game. Julius is trying to get rid of the other gang because they're fucking up the row. They're fucking up their home, and you got pulled into it because you survived the drive-by that even though it wasn't targeting you, you were involved in. So Julius recruits you. You take out all the other gangs, and then Julius makes you his second. Problem is that the mayor goes to Julius and says, "Hey, you need to drop your flags because if you don't, I'm coming after all y'all." He put you on a boat to take him out, and he blows up the boat. So now you're in prison, in a coma. That's when the time skip happened.
I thought
Sorry.
the first game there was a time skip after you joined where
Nah, it's like immediately after you join, you start working for them. They canonize you, jump you in, and you start taking out the other gangs.
because I thought it was that when you first joined, they were the gang, and then other gangs rose up, and then you stamped down on those, climbed through the ranks as you did so. Second game, that was when you got taken out for a longer period of time, and everything goes to shit. You come back, you get
And
it
restore
all
everything.
back in order. But it had that sort of theming to it where you would either go to larger area, and when you went to the larger area, there were other gangs. Like, I think it was 3 went outside of Steelport.
No, not Steelport. It wasn't Steelport. You were
Steelport?
in, because the city is called Steelport, where you go to in 3, but the city you're in originally isn't Steelport. It's something else.
You know, it's funny. Saints Row came out 2 years after Resident Evil 4.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the city you're in Saints Row.
But yeah, it was
Stillwater.
Stillwater, there it is.
Gradual scaling up of your gang as well throughout the first 3 games. 3 had ended with you getting elected president.
Pretty fucking much.
So 4, they went, well, you already became the leader of the U.S. So fuck it, we're just going to destroy the world and you're going to be thrown in an alien simulation.
Pretty fucking much, and it just gets wild from there. And then Get Out of Hell was pretty good.
Yeah, and my ideal scenario would have been keep the insanity going with that series and have it go from you were just a gang, and then as you went up, your gang got bigger, you moved to different areas, you became the president of the US, then you got attacked by aliens. Then have it be that it's the fucking 7th Street Saints are taking over the solar system, taking over the galaxy. Just have it keep on going bigger and weirder as you're going.
The ending of 4 suggested like you were going through time and shit because it had the Saints at the crossing of the Delaware, and you meet Emily Dickinson because she's the one narrating the 4th game. Like, that's her narrating. It's supposed to be Emily Dickinson. So you were supposed to meet her and shit, and you see all kinds of historical events where the Saints are. So again,
my ideal scenario would have been there would be a mainline game series which would continue on with them, and it would continue on with them going bigger and bigger and bigger until it just became
didn't hear
this. What's going on down there?
A shit ton of background noise.
That's not me. I have nothing going on. Somebody's got chips.
I think it was your
mic. Sounds like somebody's in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, I think it was your mic because you hadn't said anything for a while.
No, I was muted, so it couldn't have been me.
Okay.
Sorry.
It wasn't me. I don't have anything going on.
Yeah, wasn't.
And I don't have a bag in front of my mic, so it sounded like a bag.
It could have been my drink.
Yeah, I would have the mainline game continue on with them, continue with it just getting bigger and weirder, scale going up. Then have a second line game. And have that second line game start with almost the same first game. Just better graphics, quality of life changes. You're joining a gang and you take over, and then things start scaling up. Only we had aliens destroy the Earth in the first one. Have it be in that second line game, something other than aliens destroys the Earth.
Yeah.
So, rather than
again,
aliens destroy the Earth in the 4th game, have it be that the Earth just got invaded by fucking hell. And
the game set up the 3rd game set up a zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
Like, you had zombies in that shit. Actual fucking zombies.
Have it be that every game or every series at the 3rd game sets up something, and then fourth game, the Earth ends up getting destroyed somehow.
Yeah.
It was a bomb the whole time.
And then you just continue that story with whatever sort of thing destroyed the Earth, influencing the rest of that game's or that series' story. So, first one, get invaded by aliens. So, get time travel and get universal control, effectively. The second series, let's say they do hell. You start taking over heaven and hell. The third game series, again, you get to the third game, then fourth game starts with the Earth being destroyed, and let's say it's destroyed by, like, the fucking old ones or some shit. So you start having to deal...
the first God of War.
So you start having to deal with fucking Lovecraftian horrors. And
that would be fun.
Every single game, it has a different, here's how the Earth ends, and here's how the saints respond to how the Earth ends. And then eventually, you would have the first game series, you would play through a new game of that, which would have those saints invading all of the other saint universes.
Nice.
That would be kind of neat.
Yeah, for me it was just, and I know you're talking about a different series entirely, but you keep bringing up Alien, and then I watched their extension into this Prometheus world, and I was like, did they really need to have a backstory for an alien? Like, really?
No.
Apparently.
It can't just be like...
Everything needs a backstory nowadays.
You know, it can't just be like a mega predator that's just an alien species. Like, they can't just... No, it has to have a, you know, something created it storyline. I'm like, that's... I get it, but it
didn't need a backstory, Jen.
It didn't.
How much... It really didn't.
Okay, I'm glad that I asked that, because I'm like, at no point did I need the backstory for it. I'm like, yeah, it's just a scary alien that lives in space and eats people.
And the thing that's annoying is, if you were going to give it a backstory, there's a shit ton of ways that you could have given it a backstory and have it be good.
Or you could just, you could have just said, and it would have been better. It evolved on a hostile fucking planet, and it just became the apex predator through general evolution. It didn't need, because of this X, Y, and Z. No, it could have been, hey, they lived in the planetary version of fucking Australia, and they dominated it.
Yep.
Shit, have it be that they lived planetary Australia, they were dominating it, and then that world got cracked apart by a massive fucking asteroid. And unfortunately, that didn't kill them.
That only sent them out further. That's when they first started realizing, holy shit, we could planet hop.
So now, the worlds that you find them on are just worlds where fragments of that planet hit, and on those fragments, you had the aliens.
It's just it's one of those things where one of the things I like to learn about is like deep sea creatures, because they're fucking weird.
Yep.
You know what I don't need? I don't need somebody to rationalize why they're like a brilliant creature, because as a species, yes, like how they have to live to survive, yeah, that's brilliant. They're probably dumb as shit. It's a survival-based creature. You know, like at the very basic, they need to eat food. So, like, yeah, if you're talking about like a predator in circumstances that are kind of amazing, yeah, they're brilliant. That doesn't make them a genius species.
Or like those videos about how, this animal is a really smart species. Blah 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 blah. It's like no.
Well,
There
Most animals are
Depends.
pretty dumb.
There are properly intelligent animal species.
Yes, there are.
Good examples: octopi,
Yes.
scary smart.
Because they can
and
open
other-
anything.
Ravens and other corvids also weirdly smart. To the point where, you know how most animals are described as learning to mimic speech?
Oh, they do. Absolutely.
Corvids aren't described as learning to mimic speech by most people that study them. Corvids are described as learning to speak,
Comprehending, yeah.
which has an entirely different fucking connotation.
Oh my.
Yeah, it is not.
One of my favorite species, one of my favorite birds, have learned how to barter.
Yep.
Ravens also have collective memory. They
Yep.
will.
Yep.
They can teach other. They'll teach other raven. Like if you give them food, they will teach a raven that you're a friend, and they will bring. They just randomly bring you shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
And they also, if you're mean to them, they all will start attacking you.
Yep.
They will remember you forever. They have a photographic memory.
Even other birds are more intelligent than people give them credit for. Like, yeah, a chicken is kind of dumb, but like you're talking about an animal that's been raised by humans to be dumb. You go to the wild, you go to like a wilder species of chicken, and it's a different bird.
No, they're
it's not that
dangerous. They're terrifying.
It's not that they were raised to be dumb. It is that we cater.
They're bred to be dumb.
To it. No, they're not bred to be dumb either. It's just that we've catered to their species. Like, most dogs wouldn't survive in the wild. It's because they're so fucking domesticated. Like, a Chihuahua, that thing will be fucking dead. Like, if humanity should ever disappear, that species is fucked.
Yep.
Because they have no natural survival instincts. We bred everything out of them to encourage both size and temperament that they can't survive.
Well, the truth is if they don't survive, it's not necessarily just going to be that, because most Chihuahuas are rat catchers. So they would probably eventually figure out how to go back to being rat catchers.
It'll take a fucking while.
Several generations.
A lot of the Chihuahuas are smaller than the rats.
It's the part where they've bred in actual disorders for the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the problem. Like when they have so many like hip problems and breathing problems and their noses are
Pugs
fucked
are
up.
fucking too, yeah.
When
Like
they're made of just tremble and hate, it isn't a good animal.
Yeah.
It's made of
short
just pure
and-
hate.
No, it has tremble as well. It is tremble and hate. They shake.
The shakes of 1,000 Chihuahuas.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the issue with the Chihuahuas. I mean, if you get like a basic one, like not all Chihuahuas are that messed up, but some of them, you know, it's like Jack Russell Terriers. Like they're you know, they're still rat catchers, but we don't let them do what they're instinctually meant to do because we've made them into pets. So there's that part too. You have to let them be mean.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that means going after a rat and shaking its head back and forth until, and for some reason, a lot of people don't like to see their pets do that.
It's like, wait till they find out what huskies are for.
Yeah. Well,
Nah, Kita Inu are the ones that have probably the most shit job to be bred for.
What?
Kita Inu are bred to hunt bear.
And society wild bears.
well, some of our Western dogs technically are too, but like I said, we're not using them the way that they're meant to be, which means like you start them off young. Like Scooby-Doo was meant to be a bear killer. Like if you talk about the breed, they were originally supposed to be a bear killer.
The Great Dane?
Yeah, they're just they just haven't been used like that in like over 100 years. Yeah, no, less than that. Like think like maybe 150 to 100, and even then, there might have been some people still doing it. It doesn't take It doesn't
They
take long to get aggression out of an animal. You just spoil them long enough.
Great Danes were more boar hunters. Great Danes were the boar hounds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But still, like, boars aren't little.
Yep.
The boars of back then. Actually, we still have big boars, so I'm not gonna say theirs are bigger. It's just, that's where you get your bacon from. You don't have these nice pink ones that we have everywhere. Bacon.
Bacon.
And then there's the feralized hogs that you can get, which are terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about those?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Hogs are the least domesticated species. So they revert to feral very quickly.
And they're really big. Like that's the deception of TV is a lot of times they show a hog and it's a specific breed that they'll show. I think it's like an Eastern European one in the first place, and like they're tiny. They've got tinier hogs, but
It's normally one of the cute pot bellies and
like and then you show people what a real one looks like, and you're like, no, that's a little truck. Like that thing's like the size of your quad.
Okay,
half a ton hog.
Oh,
I
Hello,
know
Adam.
I gotta
Creaking the hog.
Shave off a couple of pounds. I figured a pot belly would have been there, but a truck, that's a little hurtful there, Jen.
well, I mean that's what a hog is. It's a quad.
Yo, Adam.
In front of your stomach? That's mean. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What did I walk into?
We were talking about domesticated animals
Creaking
Yes.
your hog.
and how pigs are the least domesticated animal.
They don't create any sort of. Okay, never mind.
Well, Tyr was talking about spanking his monkey earlier, so.
I was not. I was talking about spanking my monkey on Black and White.
Okay, now that I'm familiar with.
See, you get it too. You played Black and White before.
Hey. Sorry, I'm just still getting adjusted. I apologize. I set my alarm to wake me up a little before the show, but apparently it did not want to do that. So
I am playing God of War.
I'm playing Last Faith.
I was gonna play whatever Tier was talking about, the bacon stuff, but it's showtime, and you can't play that when it's showtime.
He's making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
Not that.
That's where we're gonna make bacon pancakes.
Get some bacon there, put it in a pancake.
That's what I'm gonna make bacon.
I never actually watched that show. I just know enough about it from memes.
So do I.
I just realized, other than Tyr saying that he was cold, no one else said how their day was.
Oh, can I say how my day was?
Sure.
It's fucking
No
freezing.
one
How cold is it there?
Well, I was. I think we got to -12 today.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, it's only like 3 degrees out there today.
Yeah, during the night we were at -28 with a -48-degree wind chill.
Sanguine.
God.
Did
Yep.
you get any exploding trees?
No, we haven't had any exploding trees in my area yet.
That's fucking.
we don't have
that
any
was-
exploded trees in my room.
Well, that was a weird.
Wait,
thing.
are you talking about those trees with the fucking spines on them?
No,
No, all right.
with severe enough cold in winter, if the trees aren't northern species of trees that go very resinous during the winter, what happens is they still have too much moisture in their body, in their trunk, and as it gets colder and colder and colder, that moisture freezes.
And
at a
trees are
certain
really
point,
bad at expanding.
it can reach where the internal pressure exceeds the structural integrity of the tree, so it will blow out a section of tree.
Cool. I've actually never seen that happen.
Yeah, northern trees tend not to have that happen very much because they become very resinous as it gets into winter. So resin doesn't freeze like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, collect 5 Gorgon's to increase your health.
Hold on. I know. Jen is the to the Great North. Tyr, are you north?
I'm in Maryland. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can get some exploding trees too.
It's very much possible. It's rare here.
I mean, you guys are
Middle.
from the U.S. Just tie a little bit of dynamite or fireworks, and there you go, exploding tree.
We don't want exploding.
We have.
Ka, where are you at in location, or are we breaking rules here?
It's snowing where I'm at, so.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
He's a Okie.
I'm one of the. You guys knew this.
I didn't know.
Well,
said this like 10
Adam
times.
probably didn't know. Well, no, Adam probably didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
Like I said, I just wasn't sure how far down the cold front hit this year.
No, yeah, it went all the way down past Illinois, and that's what's causing a lot of the ice rain that's going on in the South right now.
Yep,
You guys have had more cold snaps than we have, to be fair. Like we're in normal cold. It's gonna get colder because February is gonna hit us in a minute, but no, I've been enjoying watching you guys be colder.
That's fair.
You know what, Jen? Jen, I'm not going to take that as in. I'm going to just take it as a compliment because I want to preserve our friendship.
You know what? There's going to come a time when Donald Trump says, "You're America now," and we're all going to laugh.
Well, the thing
Probably not. No.
that there are the people in Alberta that have said they want to be America as well.
And I mean, that's true and stuff, but the thing is he wasn't really as receptive to us as you guys think. I think it's more of just Alberta has a lot of potential, but we only have a lot of potential so long as we're actually going to work at it, because we don't have the situation that Venezuela has.
Yep.
Welcome to being our 51st state.
Yeah. I think Trump is looking at us going you're not too far off from being an American. You should just try working harder. And
you at least speak English, so there's a start.
Well, yeah, that, and I haven't been butchered by communists for over 30 years. It's only been 10 for us, so...
Yeah, I was about to say, you do have some of the same issues as Venezuela, because you're also getting gimped by your current administration, and have been for an extended period of time. Because that's the reason why Alberta is having the issues that it is. It's because the East has been going, no, you can't do the things that are profitable.
That seems
By
to be...
the way, more money, money now. Money needing a lot now.
That seems to be a lot of the ongoing rhetoric where people seem to forget that, there's things that happen before the instance that you're talking about. And a lot of times, what I've been seeing recently is they seem to want to make it, wow, something just happened. Oh my God, all of a sudden now they want to do this. There was shit going on before this topic even came up. Oh, yeah, well, I wasn't aware. Well, that's because you
wasn't paying attention.
They kept coming to you asking for more of a voice, and you kept going, no, fuck you. By the way, give me money, please.
Yep.
That seemed to be the commie motto. Fuck you, give me money.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck you,
Also-
give me money, buddy.
Also, I was gonna say we've been butchered by fucking communists since the 1930s in America.
No, okay. We had the guy, what's his name, Hoover, and he went and found out that there was no communists there.
That's because he was one.
I don't think he was one. I think he was one. I think he just had enough.
He was chased out because he was finding too much shit.
He was too effective
Also-
at his job.
One of my favorite people is Joe McCarthy. So
Oh yeah, McCarthy too.
he was
right.
heavily against communism. Yep.
But he didn't go
McCarthy
far
was always
enough.
right. Yep.
He should have chased those commie bastards right out of America, right out of Hollywood.
Yep.
We wouldn't have
And
the issues
Hollywood
we have
was
now if
doing
he'd
it.
done it.
Yep. And we have even worse issues now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's stuff like bringing it back to Don Lemon for a second. Like, no, I don't. I don't think the thing he did is so bad that I want him to go to jail forever. But I want him to go to jail. I want
You want
the law.
consequences.
Yes. It's the thing that everybody is desperate right now for is to see the law actually be upheld. I'm sick of seeing the lawlessness.
Mm-hmm.
Me
Well,
too.
hold on. You don't accept the fact that they got the two ladies that were head of the little union group over there, or the little whatever upstart vandal group that they had out there.
Nah, because
I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I want all of them to be arrested.
Well, okay,
I-
Jen.
yeah.
First off, you're Canadian. I want tier. What did you say?
oh no, that's just mean.
That was rude.
I know it was. I'm sorry, Jen. You know I'm sorry. I'm just.
Jen's more American than most of us. Okay.
I love Tier. I want to hear Tier's opinion.
Well, no, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
Jen
you
was
love
speaking
Tier.
No, go ahead,
now
Jen.
you love Tier.
Well, no, I think I said what I had to say. I want the law to be upheld. I'm tired of seeing these lawbreakers do all this shit. And I'm not Christian either. I don't go to fucking church either. But you know what? I don't go to mosques. I don't go to I want
to see them do that shit at Moss.
I just I'm sick of I've never thought to go after a cop to go cause him problems and then thought, oh, I'm a good person for it. No, I'm tired of it. So no, I want to see.
And then goes surprise Pikachu face like, oh, why are they after me? Why am I being detained?
Like it's all of that stuff. And no, I don't want people to be arrested for saying stupid shit online. But at the same time, though, if it was against the law, I want to see it upheld, because I think the minute we start seeing consequences for everybody, and I don't care which side it's on. If you're doing it, I hope you get held accountable for it. I think it'll slow down the
Threatening
fight.
people is a crime, by the way. Threatening
Yes.
people online is a crime.
I just
what they need to do is remind people. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jen.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'm about to say what they need to do is remind people that there are consequences to your actions. You can't get away with shit. Again, Don Lemon should be in there too. He was with that little commie group. He should get all the same issues and punishments those little commie fucks are getting.
Don Lemon
he
should be
was
stuck
pretty
in
much-
prison.
He was pretty much telling them all to do what they were doing. He was justifying it by saying it's our First Amendment right to protest, even though it goes
it
against.
is your First Amendment right to protest, but it is not your First Amendment right to go around and harass people just because you fucking think that someone is in there that you don't like.
Right. It's the same. It's like, yeah, you can have a protest, but you can't disturb people while they're in a church doing
It's
what they're
disturbing the
doing.
peace.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, but we got to get our message out. It's like, well, tough shit. You got to do it outside.
You have a fucking podcast or a TV show that you can get your fucking message out, you little piece of shit.
All right, it's still the issue of, all right, look, you can say what you want, and there's a time and a place for everything. But you clearly see people aren't receptive. Again, I want to see them do this shit at a fucking mosque. I want to see them do this shit with their protected people.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you know, when they go protest at a mosque, I'm gonna applaud those people because at least they fucking did it on the other side. I'm tired of that shit. And I'm not Christian. Oh God, don't get me wrong. I try to live a moral life according to my codes and my behaviors, my honor, the stuff that I value. But I'm not Christian per se.
I'm a chaotic neutral, and I have literally no religion to speak of. So,
like I said, I'm not Christian per se, but I still respect the tenets of Christianity. You don't go around fucking with other people, and you just leave everybody the fuck alone.
Exactly.
It's also we've all for the most part grown up with Christians, and for all their faults, they're not the worst of the two evils, and that's just the matter of a fact. I will go back to debating with Christians on ideology and faith and all that shit because at this point it's just a conversation, and it has been for a long time.
Me too.
You know, and there's no hard feelings both ways because it hasn't been like that in a long time. There's no real hate there. It's just having a conversation. With these people, it really is about tearing down what it is that you're actually going for. And they do it based off of all the things that they claim to hate. Like every single time they try to peddle, well, you're this person, this person, this person, they project exactly what it is that they're doing. And I'm like, no, I'm not necessarily a Christian person, but I haven't seen them go into other people's spaces in this way and actually harm people. I haven't seen them go up to kids' faces and start screaming about political ideology. You know, I haven't seen our side be as fucking violent. Like, it's constant violence. Like, yes, we can start with like words and things like that, but they have escalated it to so much violence that no, I'm sorry, the asylums were right. They were right. It's not violence to disagree with another person on their take. And words aren't violence. Yes, they're sometimes they're hurtful and sometimes they're frightful.
Words hurt fifis.
But what they're doing is
I don't care.
Like Don was using his to help direct people in how to terrorize more. Like I remember watching it and having him being, well, look, their kids are scared. Like, you know, I'm really kind of sorry that we're scaring their kids, but you know what? This is necessary. This is necessary. And if you want to keep going, guys, you need to go in this direction to keep doing it. Like, I'm sorry, sir, but that's what I saw you doing.
You got to remember too that Don Lemon was, I mean, along with because you're right, we shouldn't be afraid of the words, and we shouldn't allow these words or phrases to affect us as they should. This is magic spells at that point, you know. They're wololoing you. But Don Lemon did say, or at least push it, where he was saying, yeah, if you're uncomfortable, that's the point of the protest.
It's not the point. There's a difference between making somebody uncomfortable for shock value and then actually going out and attacking somebody.
But that's his belief, and that's the belief of these people who are doing this, and this is why they have no issues saying. That's why the lady before, I think it was the same lady who was arrested recently, but she was reported, or they were interviewing her, and she laid out the plan. You know, she's like, "This is what we're doing, Operation Rollout," or whatever the fuck it was. And it was to go out there and, you know, it was essentially the little kid, everybody's watching football. The little kid goes in front of the TV and starts shouting. It's, this is our job. This is what we're going to do. And unfortunately, no, you don't have that right. Like, you don't get to just walk in you don't get to walk in somebody's house and sit there and be like, I'm protesting. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. It's like, this is my house. You don't get to come in here and pull that shit. So fuck off. But
Well,
you know, hey,
Exactly.
I guess we're learning.
at that point, it's also a form of terrorism. Like
Yep.
the thing.
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely terrorism.
And let's explain that real quick because it's not that hard to figure out. With freedom of speech, yes, you have the right to say what it is that you would like to say. The other thing with freedom of speech is people have the right to walk away from you. So if you entrap them in a space where they can't leave, or you're implying, okay, well, we're going to make you uncomfortable and make you listen to this, that's where the terrorism comes in because they actually have the right to walk away from you. You know,
And
just
another
like,
funny thing is,
yeah.
you want to know the other funny part is?
Mm.
They
Dude, I
have
better
no
laugh.
idea. What they have no idea is that what they're doing is fascism.
No. I honestly believe. Hold on. This is my honest to God belief. I believe they know it's fascism, but they don't care. They are on the right side of history.
Yeah.
They think
You know
they're on the
what?
right side of history.
No, they are Captain Americas, and they are all punching on Nazis.
Yeah, but the problem is
God,
they
they're
don't
so
realize that they
delusional.
become the not. They've to quote my favorite line from Nietzsche: "He who stares into the abyss must be careful, because the abyss will stare back."
Well, you know what? The great thing about these people is they don't have mirrors, so they don't see the Hitler stash growing on them.
They clearly don't.
Nope.
No, it's absolutely sad.
I was listening to Frosted, the corner not too long, like literally today, like a few hours before we came on stream, and there was this guy who's talking about, maybe we should shut down the government and shut down the all blue states, just shut down and don't go to work or anything like that. That way we can force Trump to get out, the administration out. And the entire time I'm thinking like, you saying you're doing this to protect them. Hold on, wait a minute. Entire time I'm thinking like, you're doing this because you say you want to save democracy, but democracy had happened. He won the popular vote. The majority spoke. He is our leader. And just because you don't like the fact that your girl lost doesn't mean that you can invalidate the vote. Because remember, like 4 years ago, they were saying how we shouldn't have questioned the vote. Like the question of the vote is illegal. Nothing wrong here with the vote.
Don't you love their
Okay.
hypocrisy?
Yes, I did. But now that the other shoe is falling, and your girl is completing her ass, and she's not president. Oh well, he cheated. He shouldn't be there. Really?
Right?
So he won the popular vote. He won all the electoral, the bellwether states. He won them all. Your girl only won the states that are heavily blue. Like I'm talking about heavily blue. Like
Oregon, California, Washington, Maryland, a few of the North New England states.
And I'm not going to pick it just necessarily as the Somali fraud, but I'm going to point it out because it's a big one. The more they deep dive into that, the more the fraud, the more it looks like there's a lot of them that are just being elected because of this Somali fraud shit.
Yep.
So they're, as far as I'm concerned, their electors are invalid.
Well, it's getting worse. Like it started off with let's take a look at this state here and all the Somalis here. Wait a minute.
It's not just in Minnesota either. It's all over.
It's world. It's countrywide because they're finding shit in Ohio. They're finding shit here in Maryland. They're finding shit over in New York. Like this shit is to use one of the left words, systemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, Tyr actually used the word systemic in the proper way.
Well, they've been doing this to all of us. Like for you guys, it might be Somalis. For us right now, it was Indians. And like, I don't have any hard feelings towards Indians. It's just when you have too many in an infrastructure where you can't keep everybody up, and it does affect your jobs. It affects your ability to get houses. It affects.
Are you talking about Feather or Dot?
Dot.
Holy shit, dude! That is the most racist thing I have ever heard. Okay,
No, it's not.
Adam, you've been on the corner. You've heard worse.
Have I been?
That is not the most. I could have said way worse.
Give it just a little bit, and someone will follow it up with something even worse, most likely.
No,
Well, like
Sanguine, I know you like cooking, but don't let this stew. Okay?
Hold on, let him cook. Let him cook.
well, it's just I don't mean to sound like the whole Amelia from the UK thing right now. It's honestly it is everywhere.
Whoa! Hold on. Did you guys talk about that? Did you?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
we did last week.
Mm-mm.
Do you want to talk about Amelia
Oh,
from
okay,
the UK?
last week.
Oh, the
Nice.
memes have been awesome.
Um,
I'm waiting for the anime. The anime looks amazing.
Okay,
Mhm.
hold on. First off, where did I saw that she started from some
It's a game from
It's-
the UK.
A
web game or
game that
It
was
was
made
a
by the
propaganda
UK
game.
that was Pathways, I think is the name of it.
Yeah,
Or
she's
is the
supposed to be
name
a
of the
racist.
group that did it. They are a anti-radicalization group in the UK that has decided that if you say things like
Based.
England for the English, that
Oh,
is a
apparently
racist statement.
Yeah, apparently having pride in your nation is white supremacy now.
Yeah.
Things like questioning
just in an argument about that shit.
immigration or the fairness of
The one that drove me crazy, because you work through and it's a bunch of different prompts, is they were bullshitting what people were having problems with throughout the entire game, of course. But the most egregious one was Amelia got a 60% on her test. But one of her minority classmates got an 80-something on the test. And she got a job offer due to her 80-something on the test. Amelia thinks that it might be race-based. No, that's not what people are having problems with. No one has a problem with a person who scores better, who earns a higher score, getting rewarded for their higher score. People have problems with when it is you scored 80. They scored 75. But because they were part of this minority group, they got this offer. That's when people get pissed, because they're going, hold on a second. So, despite them objectively scoring lower, they get all the benefits that are supposed to come with scoring higher.
Yep.
It's also one of the things that these creators don't understand that we're also well aware of is like, yeah, you might have minorities in a classroom. We also have these stupid white liberal women who are willing to elevate somebody who, in all honesty, hasn't earned it yet because they think that they're being anti-racist by doing so. And they're also
Making it
not
even more racist.
It is technically more racist because they assume that they need that level of help, or B, they're not actually giving them the help they might actually need in case they actually are lagging behind. And so a lot of times you're like, no white liberal woman, you're actually.
That's why I've noticed black kids nowadays, and they're so fucking stupid.
Well,
And
wasn't
it's-
it wasn't it in your neck of the woods where it came out that one of the schools in the area had a valedictorian that had less than a 2.0?
All right, so it was that a guy had a grade of 0.04.
Yeah, there was that story as well, where he had the 0.04 and just kept on getting
passed. He graduated, but he was the median of the class.
Yep. I could have sworn there was another story from your neck of the woods. It might have been from a different area where
it probably was. I remember a story similar to that.
A school's valedictorian had less than a 2.0. For those who don't remember or aren't familiar with the term for some reason, valedictorian is the person who scores the best at the school.
Yep.
And they get a special award going, hey, you had the best grades. and they do a speech at matriculation.
I mean, is it a sad thing that you have to explain what a valedictorian is?
No, not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of it's been out this.
Yeah, I was about to
Have
go
me
for that.
straight so far. I don't know.
I mean, a lot of it's been out of school for ages now, so it's.
Yeah, we've all have
people
been out
forgot.
of school for a while.
Well, I haven't ridden a bike in a long time, but I can still ride a bike.
Can you though? Really? Can you?
Probably not. I mean, I'm gonna wobble. I might fall, but I will be.
He might pull a Joe Biden on us.
Yeah.
Quiz, I have to give you credit. They're not real liberals. I just call them Marxists at this point because old school liberals weren't dumb or uneducated. You know, it was a different political position, but at the same time, you could still have a conversation and have jokes and know that we would both walk away laughing about it. No, these people are just Marxists. I don't.
And it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's so much worse. Like when I don't even like calling them that. It's just there's only so many labels for these people other than purple-haired like. And here's the thing. I like the Amelia character. I think she's awesome. But you know, I'm so used to the weirdo side of
these people.
left.
These people aren't liberals. They aren't Marxists. These are NPCs. You learn about with their talking points, and you just let them out in the wild. Honestly, think about it. At one point, Trump was a fascist, and he's a dictator. And
what the fuck? Why is he talking shit? What the hell, Quiz?
Hold on. Yeah, and he needs to be removed, right? Mm-hmm. But he removes an actual fucking dictator, you know, and they go to bat for the fucking dictator
because the dictator's on their side, and it's Trump.
Well, because they don't want Trump, but they don't want Trump to get a win, and that's a major win. And mind you, here's the evidence of people celebrating this dictator being removed and them saying, hey, he stayed in power when he should have fucking left, you know, because of, you know, use of force when we voted him out, but he did not leave, unlike Trump who left. You know, even if he didn't agree with the vote, he still got the fuck up and went home.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's
what you're supposed to do.
To be fair to one of his questions, though, about how many it takes to change a light bulb, I think that's how many geriatrics does it take to change a light bulb? Because that's what I've been seeing from a lot of like the activists and the protesters.
It takes about 200. It takes about 200 geriatrics.
Yeah, for every geriatric, there's like 20 weirdos like following them. You know, that's what I've noticed. It's like Queen Geriatric in charge of a bunch of libtards. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, is this Team Joe squad from when he was in charge? Like
I'm
Team
fairly
Joe squad,
sure geriatric is a pejorative for old person. But
yes.
Continue.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch some of the protesters, there's a bunch of old grannies that are like in charge of everything. And they look like the sort of ladies that would have been like, what, high as shit in the 60s, like fucking retard hippie ladies. Now they're just
got people like Hanoi Jane.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like it looks just like
helicopter ride.
Yeah, take that mental image, Adam, because it's exactly like that when you see some of these protester ladies. Like they look like the old I'm in my 80s now version of like I used to be a hippie who smoked my brains out. I'm liberating the world from.
I used to march downtown with the blacks and the darkies.
Don't you lie? They wouldn't be caught dead near them.
What do you mean, Sanguine? I used to go use the trolley.
But like, if you think like old people that are like. Where Biden was mentally when he was elected, because I still think the guy was senile from the get-go. Like before they even elected him, he was senile. You know, so like
Biden was senile whenever he was elected.
South Park predicted this too. Like the Red Dawn in South Park was just geriatric old people.
No, I don't. All right, to be fair to Biden. I don't think he was ever president. The auto pen was president. and whoever his handlers were. Joe Biden was fucking president.
Unfortunately.
Now, all right.
There's only one bit of evidence to the contrary of that.
What?
There was never an executive order that insisted that she had to be referred to as Doctor.
Dr. Biden.
Dr. Biden.
And it's a fucking honorary degree.
Yep.
It's not even that.
Oh, that was another thing that came out. Did you guys hear? It was a honorary degree. Reminded me of this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know about what's the fucker's name? Rashid?
Oh, Dr. Ritchie.
Rashid Ritchie.
Yeah,
Rashid Ritchie.
Yeah.
And he's not a
Yes,
real doctor.
Indian.
Turns out he's fake.
He's black.
All of his degrees, not
Are fake.
one of his degrees, all of his degrees
Are fake.
I'm not surprised anymore.
Yeah, Nate's been fun to watch. I'm glad he's recovering from his tumor.
Yeah, I'm glad he is too.
All of his degrees were fake, and not just a little bit fake, but like school names that didn't exist and programs from schools that do exist, but this program doesn't exist.
Sanguine, I got one better for you. So Nate pointed out, like, hold
Where
on,
it
this
had a
degree is
different
in
name at
French.
the top and the bottom.
Wait a minute, like this degree is from France, but why is it in English?
Yep.
And then why is there part one language, part one half one language? Oh, and this doctor person that signed it off on it. Yeah, he signed off on like this, but he's not a doctor himself. He doesn't work there.
Yep.
Yeah.
He works part-time at the sunglass factory. What the
One
fuck?
of the best ones was he held up one of them at one point as a boast, and someone realizes that if you look at it, the name of the school at the top of the document and the name of the school at the bottom of the document, it's the same fucking diploma, are different.
Or he claimed he claimed to be a doctor. All right, I don't. This is my thing. I can't believe there are polymaths, as you will.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be the correct term for it, right?
Yeah, polymath.
A polymath where you can have like people that are just that intelligent to have multiple disciplines. I do believe that those type of people exist. Like, don't get me wrong. However, they are fucking rare.
Yep.
I'm talking about you got a better chance of getting hit by lightning 1 trillion times and winning the lottery 10 billion times. Rare. Like they don't come. They aren't. They're 1 in 5 billion. So to find an actual honest to God polymath is something special. He isn't one. All of his shit is diploma mills, fake diplomas. You would have done better just going to get yourself an actual fucking doctorate in something and just saying, "Hey, I'm a psychologist."
Virgin.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm a neuropsychologist, so I can speak on these matters.
But
now,
two terms are polymath, or the other one, if you want to use the older one, polyhistor.
There it is. I couldn't remember the other one.
How's it going, Six?
It was 60.
It's like,
But yeah, it is. Oh, did you? I'm sorry to jump topic about that shit. I'm sorry if you want to stay on it, but I gotta talk about that Gavin Newsom shit.
Which Gavin Newsom?
Did you see how he was dunked at the WEF? They're like,
And selling
"Nah,
hock and knee
you're not
pads.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk here. And he was like, I wanted to talk, and I had a speech prepared, but they didn't want me there, so I don't know what happened.
Because you're not important. That's all right. This is my thing. This has been my thing since the shit that happened with Karen Bass and her going to fucking Ghana. this isn't like you aren't you aren't a congressman or a senator. You aren't a member of the cabinet. You're a shithole governor.
Yep.
Why are they sending you on foreign trips like you're some sort of diplomat?
No, he was a guest
No, I'm just
from
talking about that shit in general.
Soros's. Yeah. Well, that's why he was there. You know?
Are you going to talk about the bit about him
The knee pads.
effectively begging Europe to take actions against the U.S.?
Yes, the trash. That is so treasonous, and
Yep.
it pisses me off that the more likely nothing's going to happen. And I hope to fucking God, well, he will never become fucking president. Thank God for that shit. But I hope to fucking God he never lives that one down. Like, Adam,
I wish that people would be. I wish that people would get arrested for treason and shit.
Sanguine, Adam, Jen, and Critical. I call y'all all kinds of goddamn names to your face. I've called y'all all kinds of shit. But
Yeah,
let someone else come in and try to call y'all that. I will jump down they fucking throat. And that's how it should be.
And we would do the same for you, Tier. You know that.
Yeah, I did. But my point being is when it's just us in our collective group, we can talk all the shit we want, but let an outsider come in, fuck no. And that's how it should be. We should behave. When we're in America and we're home
Don't you
talking
come after my fucking retard. I'm the only one allowed to call my retard.
Yeah, but my point
Never
being,
go full Tier.
when we're in America, we can talk all the shit about our president. If you don't like him, talk all the shit you want. But the moment you set foot outside the country, you're all hands on. You're I may not fully agree with his plans, but that's the path he laid out for us as our leader. And I would do something. Me personally, I'd do something different. But if that's the path he wants to walk, I guess that's the one we're walking.
Oh no.
And that would show a level of decorum and diplomacy and very much respect for the office, especially on the world stage. And he didn't do that, so he can go fuck himself.
Gavin Newsom should fucking be in prison, honestly. Especially what he did to California during the Palisades, during the Palisade fire.
You mean what he's still doing in California?
It's also the two-tier justice system, where basically the only time justice matters is when whoever's political opponent is the one that we oppose. And it's like, no. Justice is meant to be designed for all of us to be held accountable for our actions so that as a society we can kind of strive to work together so we can function. Right? So
Yeah, like,
that's the idea.
And
I agree with a lot of my leftist.
Hold on, let Jen finish.
Well, like, here's
Sorry.
the thing. Like, the greatest experiment has been the U.S. because for the most part, and sometimes you go in and out of being radical when you do it, yes, you hold your leaders accountable. What we haven't seen for the last, 40 to 50 to 60 years is that. And I think that's what everybody's actually wanting to see because, let's be real, if we don't do it here, nobody's going to do it anywhere. And we're all going to be stuck in a boat where, yeah, it's going to be second-class citizens where we're just going to eat shit.
No, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to eat shit. I want to live in a world where, yes, it's not a who's better than who's worse. We all agree upon these laws. That's what we voted for. That's what we vote for legislation for. If you don't like laws, we can all change that when we vote the next time or write new ones. But if we're not upholding them, then we're being held up by a two-tier system where they get to they can do whatever the hell they want to us. They can shut down all our stores and take away our jobs and tell us, hey, you know what? We have a flu, so it's for your own safety. Put a fucking mask on.
Or they can do what they did today and vote to spend more money on foreign bullshit where we're sitting here saying, hey, where the fuck is our money?
Yeah.
But, hey, we got Greenland, right?
Honestly, I think Greenland, the acquisition of Greenland is a boon. It gives us a forward operating base, and it controls the new emerging trade routes there.
It also is a very big trading route. So acting as though
I'm not arguing against it. It's just I find it laughable to sit here and talk about monetary scrutiny and then sit there and be like, but we'll give you guys a couple $1,000 ahead. Adam, but you don't understand. This is money that we had. Stop it. How many trillions are we in debt? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck off of you.
Fair
All right, I'm
enough.
sorry.
Like I can't dispute that one. Agreed.
And it's tax season coming up, so make sure you go to HR block.
That's what I plan to do.
Tax-free USA.
For me, it comes down to, is it something that is beneficial to the U.S., or is it something that is being done for some other group's benefit? If it's beneficial for the U.S., I'm okay with it. If it is something that is being done to benefit another group that does not benefit the U.S., that's when I start going, no, why the fuck are we spending money on that?
Again, the acquisition of Greenland is a major boon to us.
Also, I'm also the other person who's from a major oil capital. Being Alberta and knowing that you guys just took Venezuela, by taking that route, you've actually just made it more difficult for pretty much everybody else, because that means that you have the ability to direct all of that oil and all that money towards your own businesses, which is what Trump wanted to do. He wants to bring industry back to the U.S., right? Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a large amount of money flow coming to your country. That also cuts off a lot from China, which means that China's going to have to pay you guys for that oil, which in all honesty, you can give them such a good deal doing that it helps you to pay your you owe them, right?
We're in debt to them, sadly, if I'm not mistaken. But the problem is, there's a double-edged sword in that. Yeah. Because there's a good chance, because of the lack of oil, if Xi is feeling, jumpy, he may fucking leap and attack Taiwan, which could plunge that entire fucking region into war.
Yep.
And we're obligated to join in to fight it. Like, because if Taiwan gets attacked, Japan will rush to its defense because Japan knows that it's next.
I know that's not how international debt works. I'm saying that in terms of how you're making money and how you're able to pay off your bills and things like that. It is ways for which you can make more money, generate more money, even just you're not going to get 30% off of what you owe. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying there's stuff that they're already doing in talks that I can't even say.
It may be just generally be forgiven because the combined debt will never be worth the tariff that we put on them. If we put tariffs on them their goods, that means every good that goes in, and it'll cripple their economy. Remember when we had the 15% tariffs? And their whole fucking economy stopped.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because they couldn't move shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do that again, we just could cripple their economy. And like I said, it would G would have to do one of three things. He'd have to admit defeat and come to us with hat in hand. He'd have to, start a fucking major conflict to get, hey, that. I'll just send a bunch of them off to die, and they can't complain about it. They're gonna die.
Now here's the thing. I will give you some credibility, because anytime you direct money towards the hope that this is going to generate money in the future, you're still cracking an egg. Anything can happen, But it does look like a really concrete.
God damn it! Where the fuck is the Kobayashi Maru? Sorry, what? I'm playing. Fucking Star Trek Online, and I lost the Kobayashi Maru.
Oh,
what is that?
It's just it's a ship. It's a TFO in a ship.
I'm playing the first God of War.
Please continue, Jen.
Go ahead, Jen.
Well,
Sorry.
It's not that I know that it's going to be an overall good or bad plan. Like, I've heard some people who were pro for it, and I've heard some people say that they were negative towards it. I'm not a business professional at all, so I don't know. But I know that as somebody from Alberta who understands that we're struggling to get our oil out, you know? So, like, there are just as many people here who would be offended by what's going on with Greenland, and just as many people who would be pro what's going on in Greenland. It's one of those mixed feelings, you know. Like, I kind of want us to be independent more than I want to lean on you guys, but at the same time, we have no one else. Like, it's
Yep.
the sucky part of the world is like, you guys are pretty much the only ones who are usually helpful to other people, and that's what the left doesn't understand, is that for everywhere that, yeah, we might have to pay for your help, because we would have to pay for your help.
Speaking of paying for help, did you hear about the $1 billion incentive where Trump is like trying to put together this like group of people, this group of nations, that if you have $2 billion to your country, you can actually pay to have us protect you?
Really?
Oh shit, that'd be great. What's it called? Lend-Lease, Sanguine, that we used to lease our.
Are you talking the Monroe Doctrine?
Not the
think
Monroe
so.
Doctrine. Where at one point you could buy a military service where we weren't technically involved in your conflict, but you're buying our services.
Yeah, you're basically buying our services.
I'm not sure, other than it's mercenary work by definition.
Would it be mercenary work? Like you're from the country itself?
Or are you saying protectorate? Is that what you're trying to think of?
Oh no! A protectorate means you give up your sovereignty for our protection. This
you
is
give
more
up a portion of sovereignty. It's not entirely.
You basically become a satellite nation, a vassal state. But this one here is you're paying us for protection. You keep all your fucking sovereignty, but you're buying a service.
Yeah, I'm not sure what term that would be off the top of my head.
God damn it! I know there's a term for it, and I just can't fucking remember it. Because
Extortion?
technically, it wouldn't be that. Because technically, we're not involved in your war. You're just buying us.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
just joking. That wasn't saying that we're actually like performing extortion or anything like that.
He also put what I wish we get rid of. I'm so fucking tired of the UN. I want to get out of the UN. I want to get out of fucking NATO, to be honest with you.
I also want to get away from them, and it's more to do with things like the WF and certain billionaires that I think should have been war criminals like at least 30 years ago. Like, I know George is just one of them, and he has a son now who seems equally retarded. I don't care. I don't care. I understand that they own half of the world, but I don't care. We didn't elect them. At the end of the day, we didn't elect them. And
they're not elected.
And I want to distance myself from these power-hungry, rich fucks who think that the rest of the world is okay to go to seize.
Bill Gates.
Like, I'm tired of the line of thinking from billionaires that, oh well, you know, the rest of the world can just die because there's too many people. That kind of line of thinking. I don't want them involved in our government. Like, they can buy, you know, and they can vote just the same as everybody else. I get that, but I don't want anyone with that kind of money having the ability to shift people in and out of countries, because I honestly think some of the activists are just being bussed in by these people.
They are.
And I want I'd actually like your ICE agents to look into that as like a form of kicking them out. Like, I know they're there for, like, you know, people who are there illegally, but if you have people being bussed in from country to country who shouldn't be there, and you can passport check these assholes, ban
That's
them.
called trafficking.
Ban them.
Mm-hmm.
On an international level, ban them because I'm
Oh.
tired. I'm so sick of these people.
Dude, okay, hold on. Like, just think about it. Like, you're being you're being bussed in. Where are you going? Where is
Exactly.
there a free house that you can go? Who is being bussed in? Is it a family or is it like it? The stories don't
So
make sense to begin with, but we're supposed to look at it and like, oh yeah, these poor. It's not. It's Let's be real. This is why we got to this point where they were I think it was Geraldo on Piers Morgan. Why are there paramilitary people coming down in these cities? It's like, no, yeah, we got to this point because it's got to this point. You know,
Yes.
it's these aren't people like this is not Fievel gone west and trying to fucking make a
It-
name.
They're not looking for a new world.
Why is
they-
ICE the city? Well, because we have immigration problems, and the local authorities have been told that they cannot deal with immigration issues. So,
But guys,
we
don't
have
you know
immigration
that they're a
issues.
nation of immigrant? That we're a
The
nation of immigrants.
only solution, if you guys aren't going to deal with them, is we send people to deal with them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the
So,
fuck do you think
if
is gonna happen?
you don't
yeah,
want
Jen was trying to
ICE
say
there,
something.
then or ICE to be there in the capacity that it is currently, the way that you fix that is you go, okay, we're going to end our sanctuary bullshit, and we're going to cooperate in these respects. And then it doesn't have to be in every respect. It should be if they're illegal. You help get them the fuck
Yeah.
out. But at the very least, if you go, okay, yeah, we'll help and transfer anyone that is committing crimes and is illegal, we'll transfer them to your custody. That would be a massive fucking improvement. But even that is being fought tooth and fucking nail.
But Sanguine, don't you know that no one is illegal on stolen land?
Oh God, it's not stolen land. It's conquered. There's a huge world of fucking difference.
Yep.
Stolen land. Bah, 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 bah.
There. All right, look. I would say this. Get good fucking scrubs. They should have been better at war.
Yep.
Yep, should have been better.
You know what? You know what's silly is none of these fucking idiots would be saying, are
You
saying
okay?
the same thing. Yeah, no, I had a mocos in my throat. I don't know if you guys are aware of mocos.
You like my razor fist impression?
What the fuck is that?
What?
Oh, Razor Fist, that goofy guy that
Kefki.
Long hair.
Yeah, the razor fist with the glasses.
Yep. No, I just had phlegm in my throat. I apologize.
I
But
was
you were
just saying
saying-
my razor fist impression.
Yeah, but you were saying
Nobody would turn a cheek over to fucking Genghis Khan fucking raising walls of bodies around Baghdad.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll sit there and be like, you guys are being mean to the brown people. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking stupid, is what they are.
Well, I mean, considering so much of ICE is just people of color, it's been amazing when they, make the Karens cry, or they're like, "Oh, you're a traitor! You're a race traitor!" They're gonna send you back next, and I'm just like, they're an American citizen, right? That's
Yep.
not at all how
But-
that works.
But see, for that shit, Jen, it's fear mongering, and they have to attack. They can't. When you can't attack someone on the thing, like when you can't. Oh, no one's illegal, and you realize that's a shitty argument because why are they called illegals? If no one's illegal, then why can't you go into another nation and just stay there?
Yep.
It's also I understand that they can't do this as police officers. Like there is a level of like, even though you shouldn't have to protect the villain, they're not allowed to tell you what exactly it is that they're arresting them for. I honestly want them to. I would like them to be like, hey, this person that we're trying to arrest, he's murdered this many kids. I'm tired of protecting these.
They wouldn't care.
I do.
No, they wouldn't care. They murder kids all the time.
The absolute brilliance of which fucker was it? Was it one of the Krasensteins or was it
I hate the Assassins.
one of the young gay men that is
young gay men? Harry Sisson?
It might have been Sisson. It might have been one of the Krasensteins. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Krappensteins. But we don't call them that. Krappensteins.
I call them Assassins.
Got bent out of shape because ICE went in and took 3 men out of a home. And isn't it fucked up that they went and they abducted these 3 men? So first off, they weren't abducted; they were taken into custody.
That's another thing. They keep
were
using the word.
Wait a minute.
Abducted.
2 of them were convicted pedophiles. 1 of them had a matching description to a 3rd convicted chomo that they were also looking for. That when they found out that, oh, he's not the 3rd convicted chomo that we were looking for, they released him, like normal law enforcement would do.
Chomo. Hold on, is this like a
Kid toucher?
Oh shit! Fuck, dude. Nobody. Okay. Never mind. I don't want to be a chomo. How do you not be a chomo?
Do you touch kids?
No.
If you don't
You're not
touch
chomo.
kids, then you aren't a chomo. If you don't want to touch kids, you aren't a chomo. Just don't want to touch kids and don't touch kids. Congratulations, you're not a chomo.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let's rephrase that. Honestly, let's rephrase that because honestly, non-consensual touching of a child because you can pick up a kid, especially if it's yours.
Holy shit!
If you want to diddle a child, you're
Better.
a chomo.
Okay.
I don't care what they call it, if hemophile or ephebiophile. I hate when they change words to make it sound better than it is.
That isn't changing words. It's just a
Precise language.
Here's the
overdoing specificity.
Here's the thing with all of you. You're arguing with leftist, liberal, white women, right? So you're like, nuance is lost on them. Well, no, they're not talking with nuance. They're talking with emotions. They are so retarded with their own emotions. They aren't thinking with logic at all. That's why I'm saying, like pointing out what these fuckers do that they are defending. And the reason I say that is, yeah, I am the kind of nerd to like murder mysteries. Well, some of these South American bastards kill a lot of their own babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you look into those stories and how fucking monstrous they are, well, I'm sorry. I have no problems with being petty with these bitches because these men are monsters. What they did to those children isn't forgivable. Part of the reason I want to give them back is so that they can face justice. Right? And so these bitches are like, oh, you're kidnapping people, you're kidnapping babies. And I'm like, I would actually walk around with the pictures of the victims of what these fuckers do. Because these women have no idea what they're actually defending. And I hate pedophiles. I hate them. I hope those little fuckers get wood chipped.
Quiz, that wasn't what she said. What she said was she threw out a slew of terms that they self-identify as.
Hold on.
A slew of terms in the wood chipper.
They for a while Trump had on the front lawn of like people, names of the people that were on the White House lawn of people that got up that they got picked up and their crimes and shit. Wanted for this, wanted for that. Did this, did that in his old country. Did off like 5 people here. Did this, did that. But they don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care, and that's the problem. This suicidal empathy where, you're a poor minority, and I feel bad because I was born in a great country where water and everything is fucking free and clear. I have to flagellate myself by letting this motherfucker come in and rape the women and children and kill me and steal from me. But I'm a good person because I let him in because he doesn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. I will never be the type of person that will apologize because I happen to be born in the greatest country in the world. I'm fucking happy about that shit.
The story that I was bringing up was whoever the fuck it was threw a massive bitch fit about the 3 men getting taken out of the building by ICE, and was saying that it's ridiculous they hadn't committed any crimes, and then people started linking all their sex crimes to that person, and they deleted the tweet that they had been raging out. Then they continued to refer to it, but vaguely refer to it rather than directly refer to it.
Mm-hmm.
These people are the same people that will see a piece of information and go, "Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. You're wrong." Yep. But here's the evidence right here, right in front of your face. Nope, that's wrong.
I also never said that, but
sorry.
No, I'm just reading what like Quiz and Kefki are saying. Like, I didn't say that. I'm talking about the specific ones who are being activists on the streets.
And like I said, what you did was you threw out a bunch of terms that they self-ID as, because you said whether they are communist, leftist, liberal, whatever they call them, and then you continued on. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't you saying all of them by any stretch of the imagination. It was you threw out a handful of terms that they self-ID as.
And I think there's a percentage sign there.
Say what people you were specifically referring to. The ones that were protesting against the removal of criminals.
Yes.
And then I even specified that I kind of wanted the criminals to be known for what it was that they were doing, because I think a lot of them are ignorant. That doesn't, ignorance can lead to a person being evil, but that doesn't necessarily mean they started off initially evil, which is why I want that stuff to be known. Like, I realize that sometimes it's because it puts the case at risk, and I understand that side of it too. I hate that these people are defending so much ignorance because they hate Trump.
And
I was gonna say something else too before everybody jumped out. I was gonna say that Jen, there are women like that actually get absolutely wet over fucking serial killers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And empathy is a term that is massively misabused.
Yes. Hell yeah.
By fucking everyone that tries to use it in a political sense. And it is... sorry, not misabused. It is massively abused. I combined misuse and abuse. But, it is absolutely ridiculous the way that people use it, because it is not empathy what they're doing. It isn't empathy.
No, it's not.
To just allow them to commit crimes because they had a bad upbringing.
May I interject really quickly? Should I start referring to Quiz as Quizbert now? Like Qbert? Quizbert? Go
Prison
ahead.
arc.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading chat.
Yep. But yeah, it's a term that is abused to all shit, which is why the person that people keep on trying to celebrate the death of, Kirk, said that he hated the term empathy because
And
it is
I agree with him.
misused constantly. He prefers sympathy.
He hates empathy,
It doesn't
guys.
have that same connotation that empathy does currently. And also, sympathy is a much easier bar to cross. You don't need to put yourself into someone else's shoes.
Sorry.
It's
You
also
just need to be able to understand where they're coming from rather than trying to put yourself into their shoes, which technically empathy, you're supposed to be putting yourselves in their shoes. Sympathy,
I
you
can't
just
get
need
my
to
feet that
understand
far
where
up
they're
their
coming
ass.
from. Yeah.
it's also almost a lie most of the time. Like it's one thing to be like, okay, well, most people have empathy because we all know what it's like to lose somebody at some point in our life.
Yep.
You know, when you get to that point, yeah, that's when it actually applies and it kind of makes sense. But a lot
It's
of times,
that fake empathy crap.
like if you're just using it all the time, technically to a certain degree, you're kind of lying because, well, if I got stepped on by an elephant, well, I've never done that. I don't know what it's like. I can't empathize. I don't. You know, I could have something of a similar weight fall on my foot, and I could be like, okay, well, maybe that's like an elephant, but it still doesn't really apply. And I don't mean to be tismic, but I think that's the problem is we don't use our language properly, and it's not an accent thing. It's not an American to English thing. Flat out, people just don't apply English properly, and I do that too sometimes.
Yeah,
But
there's proper uses of
Whoa.
empathy. There's ways of being properly empathetic.
I'll be back, guys, and get me a drink.
There's
You're good.
Whoa.
the
Hey,
vast majority of the time.
dude, getting me a Diet Coke.
The vast majority of the time, people actually mean sympathy,
Yes.
because sympathy, again, is just being able to kind of know where someone's coming from, not putting yourself into their headspace, but just being able to go, oh, that happened? Man, that really sucks. I feel sorry for you, man.
yeah.
That is sympathy.
Yeah, like I can imagine what being stepped on by an elephant's foot would feel like, and I
Yep.
can imagine it sucks. But no, I don't know what that feels like. Like, you know,
Yeah.
But you know
Proper-
what?
You don't have, but guys,
Prop-
don't you know that there's generational trauma?
Whoa.
Proper empathy, though, is more along the lines of commiseration.
Mhm.
That's what proper empathy is like. But even then, you shouldn't be commiserating with everyone. And there's people that don't deserve you trying to be empathetic towards them at every given moment. You shouldn't try to be empathetic to a serial killer.
Exactly.
Who the fuck would?
A lot of people, unfortunately.
Well, why? Well, yeah, there's people who like paint pictures and, you know.
yeah, there's always some weirdo out there who thinks they're gonna fix them, and it's like, no.
And
That it's that one goth chick that's on Twitter or somewhere that's like,
Okay, now her, I
fix
can
him.
fix her. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, sir. I can fix her. I don't know if I. Probably not, but no, I think I can fix it.
It's like that. It's like it's funny because there's a lot of people who think goth and you know, they think it's always been political. It's not. It's anti-political. It's always been anti-political.
Goth, punk, emo, all that. No, that shit got co-opted
Shit.
by politics.
Why did it sound like Tyr came from fucking running down the fucking like? And here
Because
comes
he fucking well
Tyr.
did.
He came running down the hallway just for that one.
See,
We heard Goff
hold
and he returned.
on. My prey of choice will always be golf girls.
Same.
Chubby golf girls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Hey, she's.
I agree.
That will always be my prey of choice.
What are you?
Those are
eating, sir?
that is my Achilles heel.
No, I agree with Tyr on that.
If I can only find a redheaded golf girl,
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's
okay.
chubby.
Now you know
I
what?
will die a happy man.
That's chubby.
Yeah, I'm a chubby chaser. Sue me.
Whoa. Okay.
he
all
is
right.
black.
Yes. Whoa. Sanguine, come on, dude.
I can't help. I can't help what I'm genetically
The
predisposed
only
to liking.
people that get offended by pointing out that there is a habit of black guys going for large women.
You know what? There's nothing
Or
wrong with
overly
a little
Look.
squeezy is not.
Hold
that's
on.
not a problem, dude.
Adam, I'm
What?
the perfect wingman because I want the fat girl.
Just call him Ahab.
Because I'm wailing tonight.
Because
Yeah,
he
like
will
a feather
hunt
white
you
whale.
a great white whale.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
shit.
All right, hold on. First off, wait a minute. There is a size limit. Like there is chubby, chunky, and then fuck no.
Yep.
See,
No, he doesn't want a Lizzo. He wants someone less than a Lizzo.
whoa.
Yeah, I want
gotta-
someone. I want someone to at
He wants
least.
Lizzo halfway on her Ozempic journey.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, he doesn't
Oh,
want that
no,
gargantuan
no.
chick.
Only
No, I've
white.
heard bad things about Ozempic. Like it's not a good thing. Don't do Ozempic.
Quiz says live tears black. Black. That's proven.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, we know you're
What?
black here.
tears.
Everyone
What?
knows the stereotype of the black dude with a larger white woman.
It's
Yeah.
not a stereotype if it's true.
Well, hold on. What does that make me? Because I'm not black, but I like.
Would you like big girls?
I kind of. Yeah. Well, I mean, not. I have a limit, but
I was
Oh, I-
tempted to make a fucked up joke.
I know you were gonna do that. So let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Quiz. I accept your terms.
Oh shit.
It's also
I find your terms acceptable.
it's also incredibly dishonest to be like generalizations like liberal when you know that as a Canadian I have a full political party that's called a fucking liberal.
Yep.
If I was from the UK, I'd be calling them something else. I'd be calling them Labour. I call lefties. I call communists. I call
Wait.
Marxists. But
We
in
can't. We
Canada,
can't call anybody labor anymore. We can't do that to Tyr.
no, I heard. I
Leave the antique farm equipment alone.
Oh shit.
listen here. At least you're not the black jelly on the bottom of the elephant's foot. Okay, I was
That's
told
true.
those are the slow natives.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't my joke. I got that from somebody else. I'm just letting you know. I'm not that good.
You didn't have to use it though.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
Jen,
I didn't know the Labor Party was all black.
Jen, your racism, you're training in racism. You're getting to professional levels. I'm so proud of you.
We are so proud of you. Our own professional racist prospect.
Yup, she ain't gonna be playing in the major leagues.
Dude, she had a stick of dynamite and she's like, fuck it.
I'm gonna light this puppy up fire.
God
I
damn
mean-
it, Jen.
I mean, listen.
That one was way too good even for me.
Oh my god.
I was waiting to use that joke.
Well, I just shit my pants, so I don't know about anybody. So. Oh wait.
I'm a racist.
Are we-
I'm gonna win.
There
Are we
was
still
a
alive?
huge push in the late 90s, early aughts in order to sanitize language, and it was bullshit then. It's bullshit now. I fucking hate that shit. Especially since it just dumbed language down to the point where it's goddamn pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
what's funny is
quiz,
that
the
if anybody saw
pronunciation.
this chat, they'd be like, "Oh my god, what is wrong with this group?
A lot.
It's also if I cried
How
over
much time do you got?"
if I cried over every racist joke, I would be crying every time my black friends or my Asian friends or my Jewish friends, people who don't look like me, they tell jokes all the time. So if I cried all the time, I'd be like, man, they don't
You'd
want
be
to hang
crying
out.
all day.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to hang out with me no more. So like the idea that I'm gonna forget their jokes because some fucktard is too sensitive to handle a joke.
There's a
Don't
reason
wait
why
for the stupid. You'll be crying all day.
since the late 90s, there has been the running joke of the most diverse group of friends is the most racist group of friends.
Yes,
At
that
best,
is the truth.
At best, maybe I misword a joke, which is true. Like I cringe at badly worded jokes too, because that's a thing. If you don't word it right, there's a good chance you've just lost the whole room.
You can cringe on your own joke if you don't say it right.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah.
So in all fairness, if I did that, then I feel bad for the person who told the joke the first time because I'm like, oh man, yours was so good.
I've done that too. I've done that a time or two.
Well, and the audience is sitting there waiting for the waka waka. So
Well,
Waka.
Like the amount of times I have to pretend like I didn't hear shit that Cryptic said, and then I'm like, no, that was funny actually. Damn.
Racist jokes are funny because they're rooted in some truth. So,
yes.
And a lot of people don't understand is stereotypes would not exist if people of that stereotype did not do that thing.
Well, no, it's like Sanguine said.
Like here in a minute, we can actually, if you listen close, you can hear the chirp in Tyr's room.
Bastard.
If you listen real close, chirp.
What the fuck?
My ceiling bird died.
It's
Leave
called
my ceiling bird
9-volt
alone.
battery. They're really cheap.
No, I hate you because for a brief moment I thought he had a bird, and that would have been awesome. But shit,
That makes it even funnier.
no.
It's always funny when you get to use the joke in the right way. It's always good. It always a feel good thing.
Oh yeah, the problem is that people they want to feel empathy with fucking everyone in order to be empathetic and understanding. No,
and
there's people that don't deserve your empathy. There's people that you shouldn't be giving your empathy towards. And you should, at most, do sympathy towards most people. But also, one of my favorite phrases is mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent for a fucking reason. Because when you're talking about people that have committed actual fucking crimes, fucked up crimes, and you're trying to make sure that things are easy for them and that no one's too mean.
It's gotta be
to them,
humane.
Then what you're doing is you're just fucking over the next person that's a victim.
Yep. You're also fucking over the victim of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it always bothers me.
And that happens constantly.
And it's worse because it's and the internet, like Blue Sky, Twitter, all the big social medias, they try to make you believe the opposite is true. And that if you don't believe exactly like they believe, then you're the fascist, bigot, racist, whatever.
I don't care anymore.
Phobia. You can't. You're fat phobic as well if they're fat. It's like, oh my god! As a fat person, I am so goddamn tired of hearing that phrase because it's just common sense. Okay, if I go to a theme park, like I love going to theme parks occasionally, and I like to get on rides. If I can't get on a ride because my Michelin tire flaps aren't going to be pushed down to get safe, I am causing safety issues, not just for myself, but for other people on the ride too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the ride's fault that they're fat phobic. No, it's just my fat ass can't stop eating sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I can admit that. But some people are just so fucking deluded that anything that is against who they are or what they are, and they just feed into that delusion. That's why that's why these people who go to therapy, who try to use therapist language on the internet, it has diluted it to the point where it does not work anymore.
Well, one of the things that I heard lately, and I can't know this, I haven't been to school since I went to fucking school. One of the things they're teaching the kids when they're teaching them how to learn how to read and things like that, they're teaching them to think of the words with feelings instead of just factual.
God.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
no.
And okay, at no point did I ever do that. Like, I do understand some words will evoke emotions. Their meanings will do that.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm kind of glad that we went the analytical route. Like, as a woman, you don't need to encourage me to be a little bit emotionally retarded. That'll happen once a month anyway, regardless of whether or not I want it to.
Though I do have
that's
to.
not your fault, though.
I do have to rib you though, real quick, because yeah, no shit. The last time you were in a school was the last time you were in a school.
But like, I can't. I've never been a
That
teacher
was the most
either.
useless sentence that you.
Well, no, it's not. It's not because I still have to use the school to vote. Like, that's actually my location for voting. So technically, I've been in a school in, like, a year ago.
No.
We know what you were we know what you're talking about.
We knew what you meant, but at the same time, the last time
It was
I was
derivative.
in school was the last time I was in school.
The last time I was in that school, it wasn't a Spanish immersion school. If that helps. It does bother me that that's in Canada. I'm like, do we even have that many Spanish-speaking people that you needed immersion for it?
I have no problem with immersion schools because that's the best way to learn a fucking language. If you really want to learn how to speak Spanish, go to Spanish immersion courses because you will actually be forced to speak Spanish. If you want to learn how to speak Mandarin, go to a Mandarin immersion course. You will be forced to speak Mandarin. That's the best way to actually learn a language. Before that, you can get vocabulary, and you should go for vocabulary. Before you try to do an immersion program, get vocabulary. Get enough that you can at least struggle through sentences. And then after you reach the point where I can struggle, that's when you can go through and deal with an immersion program and get from I struggle to speak in sentences to I can speak in full sentences.
I mean, I do get why they have it. I just we're such an awkward space to have it.
Yep.
It's like they're nice kids and all. I'm like, we're very far from, like, honestly anything Spanish. Like,
yeah.
The next other language up here is honestly like I think it's like Korean Blackfoot have their own language. Like they individually have their own. So I'm like, I don't know what they're called, and I'm not going to butcher their.
The thing is that it should be, when you're talking about immersion courses like that, it shouldn't be people that just aren't learning the language of the area. That should not be what an immersion school is. An immersion school should be people that are in the process of learning a specific language. You send them to immersion schools. The fact that we have so many immersion schools where they aren't immersion schools, they are English as a tertiary at best language or English as a never learned language course, that's where it becomes an issue.
Yeah, not really an immersion.
All right, Sanguine, it's been 2 hours.
Yep, it is that time. So
I just got Castlevania Curse of Darkness to play, and it looks fucking great.
Hey,
Yay.
That's
Who
another
wants to
game
go-
I can play on stream.
who wants to go first with parting words?
If you're passionate about Sanguine, devour him. Don't let Sanguine devour you.
If I hunger, you have no choice.
Does the barbecue sizzle with like, I don't know. I wasn't going anywhere with that. But knowing your barbecue would probably be really tasty.
Oh yeah,
We
I
have
could
really good
make
barbecue
a
here.
person taste delicious.
Remember,
have
the
no
postman
doubt.
knocks twice.
Whoa. He can make a person taste delicious. You gotta have the right seasoning for that.
I have no doubt in my mind that I can make a person taste delicious.
Same. Wait.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hi, I'm Madam Veg, and I'm gonna have my my final words, and those words are I love y'all and God bless.
My final word is schmoobity doo. Schmoobity doo.
My final thoughts is don't do stupid shit and let ICE do its their fucking job.
Fucking bloody.
Or at the very least, don't follow the cops around. Like I'm not an American. Obviously, I'm the Canadian here. Our crime is like a sniff and a whiffle in comparison to yours because we fit
Like-
in your closet. But
Like you're right. Like they're right. It's not illegal to film public people doing a public job. However, what is illegal is impeding that job.
Yep.
like
And
to have them like follow them so well, or to know where they are in the city so well that you don't know, like they're mapping that shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's well past just filming somebody.
oh yeah, absolutely.
That's stalking.
Yes.
That's criminal negligence. That's criminal stalking right there.
like yeah, like this isn't just like I don't get, some of them are probably just we turned around in a parking lot and they were there, but like I'm sorry, that is so fucking rare. No, what they're
Exactly.
doing is they're going through Facebook and all that shit. I'm like, nah, I'm sorry that you're signing yourself up to deliberately go out of your way to do that, like
That just reminded me, before we go, quiz. There's a video, I can't remember who the fuck it was, but it was an old New York classical liberal dude that was a habitual protester that when all this shit was going on, or started up, he put out a video of here's how not to get shot.
Come on,
And
man.
it boiled down
Oh,
to
I remember that. Yeah, that was old.
if a cop says, put your hands behind your back, you put your hands behind your back. If he starts to handcuff you, you let him fucking handcuff you. You fight that shit in court after. You don't fight
You
it
can
there
ask
on
if
the
you're
street.
detained. That is a right you have to ask if you are being detained.
Yep.
I don't remember what the video is, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. And
Yeah,
that
it was
dude
an art.
kind of reminded me of like old you.
Hmm?
It
Oh.
kind of reminded me of like what an old version of you would be.
Well, yeah, and I say don't fight the cops. You take them to court afterwards if you feel like you've been wronged and you can prove it. Take them to the fucking court. It's as simple as that. You don't fight the cops, you fucking retard.
Yep.
Because that's how you get shot.
That's how you get shot. That's how you get arrested for no reason. It's all of this shit is
Well,
just
there's a
happening.
reason, but
You're the one who's putting yourself in that position.
Exactly.
There's no one else to blame but yourself.
Yep.
But I can't blame you for them arresting me. That's some bullshit.
Well, Tyr, you do have the past, so you can blame anyone else for your problems.
Hey,
There we go. Yeah. Yes. See, I like how.
No.
Yes.
Well,
No,
he
you
can't
said no
blame
first.
anyone else. He can't blame his father.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
around
point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I would also be the foreigner if I was in your country, and I'm just letting you know, like there is, like if you're honest and you do everything you can to listen to what the cops say, they are a little bit nicer. But there's no forgiveness for ignorance. Like my aunt had one little drinking and driving, and it took her like 10 years to clear that thing.
Yep.
You know, it was always on her record. And she was rightfully ashamed. She shouldn't have been doing it. She did what she was supposed to do with the cops. She got the lightest sentence they could give her because she was as polite as she was. But, you know, at no point was she was in the wrong. She broke the law. That's just how it is with your cops. And they tell us that when we cross the border, like, even if it's legal in your country to smoke pot in certain states, I have no intentions of crossing high, like none. I intend to go like a week without, make sure I'm as clean as I can. Like I might even go 2 weeks, make sure I'm clean as possible, and that way I can come back. You know, because I don't want to ruin my chances to go and visit the U.S. because I fucked up. You know.
There's an old lie. There's an old lie that says that I think it's like, oh, marijuana stays in your system for 30 days. No, it doesn't. It only stays in there for like 2 weeks if you drink a lot of water.
Well, yeah. I mean, I might exaggerate some stuff because Listen, I don't want to deal with the court system either. So by exaggerating,
nobody does.
You know, if I can save myself money, and I've seen how much they like to drag that out. So, you know, if
it can drag out for like 2 months.
Yeah, if 2 extra weeks of bullshit just so I clean my system out saves me money. Yes.
In terms of like earlier topics and stuff like that, I just I'll bring up one quick little anecdote I have with Adam here. I've told Adam a lot of times before that. I do have white privilege, and I acknowledge my white privilege. You know what my white privilege is?
Do you have a good credit score?
No. No, it's
having a father.
This is a legit thing. This is legit. I'm 100% being serious.
Okay.
I can go to work, and Hispanic people that work at my work can walk up to me and not make the automatic assumption that I speak Spanish. Adam does not have the same luxury. They will walk up to him and start speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
I'm glad nobody said anything to what I said.
But I'll be fair to you. If you threw Mr. Adam to Italy, there's a good chance they might just think he speaks Italian too.
That is an insult. I would be insulted if I were you, Adam.
Sorry.
Everyone knows my racism towards Italians. Fuck Italians.
People know my racism toward the French. Fuck the French.
Well, I mean, you got even anyway. You guys like came up with the pizza pops, didn't you? Like that, like
we came up with pizza. Period. As we know, pizza it was invented in America. Yeah. Don't let any Italians fool you.
Yeah, pizza was invented in America. A lot of people say, "Oh, it was in Sicily or it was in here." No, it was America.
Yes. No, Italians took the idea of sauce, cheese, and bread, and made their own thing in the Middle Ages, but it wasn't pizza. Certainly wasn't fucking pizza. No.
It's one of those things where they tried to make a dish that they made before with the shit that they had
after coming to the States.
US.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the dish that they went, it's not the same, but it's good.
Yeah.
I work in the AM.
But so I'll leave off with, I'll just use Adam Smith again, and mercy to the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. And with that, have a good night, all.
Suck it!
Later.
Penis!
The only reason to complain about real ice is when you fall on it, because it's been slippery this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fell and slit open one of my hands.
Hang on, I'll post it in the Minions because I didn't post it there yet. But Sanguine, have you seen the video of the furry getting arrested?
Oh yes, yes, I did.
It's funny. Angry Cops did an emergency ice meme review.
Yep.
And he put in like some background music for when like the cops are approaching him and stuff like that. He's like, the foreground is like this music, and it's it's like fucking I can't remember what the song was, but then it's like the background.
Like a moth to the flame.
It's like ominous sort of thing, and I'm like, no, AC, no. What you do is you put it to Hell March, and then I went and I did that. and I put it on
Nice.
Twitter. So if anyone's
Yes.
on Twitter, you can go in and check my Twitter. It's my newest post. But yeah, I tweeted at Angry Cops with my edited video.
Nice. But
Very
yeah,
nice.
with that,
Is there
I'll
music in the original?
click this because have a good night all. The zoo is closed. So I click
Good
this,
night.
but it takes
I
a
thought you
couple
already done
seconds.
closed.